Jessica put her hand to her mouth. That's horrible. What happened? She asked. The ritual bound my soul to the armor. The mystics said that it would grant me eternal life. But with every person I came into contact with, I would feel every pain they'd ever known in their life magnified greatly, and if I removed the armor I would die. They expected me to go insane in a matter of days. And remove the armor. But as I killed each of them in my escape, I knew that I could never give in to the pain, he said. How do you deal with it? Jessica asked as she put her hand to the cold metal of Knight's helmet. The power I have can save lives, and that keeps me fighting. If I lost my power, how many people would suffer because of it? I have to put others first or I'll be destroyed, he said. Jessica nodded in agreement. You are a great leader, Knight, she said. Call me Nate, he said before turning back to his notes. Jessica left him to his work and went to the detention area to check on the prisoners. Jessica entered the cell block and stood next to Severe as she hovered in front of one of the assassin's cells. What you doing? Jessica asked the albino telepath. I am scanning this woman's memories to try and find some useful information about Malta, she said. Anything useful? Jessica asked. Not yet, she is very resilient to my probes. Severe said. Sorry, would you maybe want to take a break and talk to me then? Jessica asked. I know nothing of my past, I have been unable to remember or discover anything about my life in all my years of searching. Severe explained after reading Jessica's thoughts. Oh, well never mind then, Jessica said with a pout as she left Severe to do her interrogation. Jessica sat on the couch watching TV, thoroughly bored and starting to fall asleep when she got a shock on the bottom of her bare foot. Sitting up quickly, she saw Electrocute standing above her with a smile on her face. Wake up, cutie, Electrocute said. Why? There's nothing to do but sleep when you can't be a hero, Jessica said with a pout. You could talk to me. I hear you're quite the little fact-seeker, the pink-haired hero said with a giggle. Okay. Tell me about yourself, Jessica said as she sat up. Samantha Davis, 24 years old, Sagittarius, the pink-haired hero said. Very informative. Can I go to sleep now? Jessica asked as she lay back down. Another jolt of electricity sat Jessica back up. I wasn't done yet, Samantha said. I'm a mutant. I was born with my powers and first became aware of them when I caused a citywide blackout after my boyfriend broke up with me, Samantha said. I met up with Arson during a fight with some clockwork and she invited me to join the team, she said. Riveting, Jessica said and lay back down. Samantha frowned and pounced on Jessica and began tickling her. You're a rude little girl, aren't you? She asked as her fingers danced across Jessica's midriff. Jessica laughed and gasped for air as she kicked her feet fully. Samantha stopped her attack momentarily. Now, who's the best and most beautiful hero in the FPR? She asked. Jessica struggled to catch her breath for a moment and smiled widely as she proclaimed herself as the best and most beautiful hero. To which Samantha answered with more tickling. Tell me who's the best and most beautiful, Samantha said. You are, Jessica managed to shout between giggles and gasps. Samantha stopped her attack again and kissed Jessica full on the lips. And don't you forget it, cutie, she said with a wink and a smile as she got off of Jessica and ran from the room. Jessica just lay on the couch in shock at the realization of what had just happened. You okay? Arson said as she appeared above Jessica from behind the couch. I just met Samantha, she said quietly as if it were a secret. She kissed you, I take it? Arson asked. Jessica looked at her and nodded with a blush. Want me to burn her? Arson asked with a smile. Jessica shook her head. It's fine. What's up? She asked, trying to change the subject. I have a friend that wants to join the team. Knight said I could go and recruit her. Wanna come? Arson asked. Jessica nodded and went to get dressed before the pair left the base.